Hello, friends. Friends, hello. I don't know what the delay on this is, so we'll have to run with that. Let me know if the music's too loud or if you can hear this giant fan I have running in the background. It's kind of toasty in my apartment, so I have that going. Just let me know if anything's too loud or weird or anything. Okay, good. Because like I said, it's toasty in this apartment. I live in the north. It shouldn't be this hot, but here it is. Also, I'm going to skip this song. I've also just got a bunch of royalty-free music stuff going on, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to play. Normally I'd have copyrighted music, but they don't allow that on YouTube, so. For anybody curious... Oh, Florida. God, no. For anybody curious, I'm drawing on my Wacom Cintiq 12WX with Paint Tool Psi. This is actually a redraw of an older picture. So that's sort of what I'm working on. I haven't streamed in a while either, so I'm also kind of nervous. A little buffer here. Yeah, I live in the north where we have amazing heating, but not amazing AC. Air conditioning insurance? I mean, I guess in Florida that makes sense. I used to vacation down there quite a lot. I can't find my soda. I used to vacation down there once or twice a year. My dad lived down there for a while, and it was miserable. Miserable! I actually want him to be quite a bit taller than her, maybe? Maybe not. Nah, maybe not. Okay, there we go. And I need to find reference for my own characters. How sad is that? Um, honestly, when it comes to my eyes, I just looked at how people drew real eyes and simplified it. Like, that's, really not great advice, I guess. But yeah, that's sort of how I did it. I got my drawing glove. I looked at some tutorials on how people drew real eyes and just took those shapes and made them less intense. No, you're not late. Thank you. Like, you'll see a lot of artists with these, but it's literally nothing you need to have. It just reduces drag on, like, screen tablets like Cintiqs or Huion tablets for the screen. It's just so you're, in the summer especially, your hand doesn't stick to the screen and ruin making nice, smooth lines. No, thank you. Nope. Don't know who that is. Should I check them out? I'm always looking for new artists to follow. No, come back, window. I don't watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers. I have a different channel where I keep, like, things that aren't art channels. I have two separate channels. One where I don't post anything, where I just watch everything, and then my art channel. And on my art channel, I have a lot of gaming channels, but not a lot of Minecraft channels. Thank you. I love to draw hair. I blame Sailor Moon for that one. I don't think I've literally ever drawn this character from the side. Fantastic. Alright then. Flying by the seat of our pants here today, folks. Thank you. Trust me, it took forever to develop a style of my own. I know a lot of new artists focus really hard, or maybe not even new artists. So many new artists focus really hard, sorry I was reading, on finding a style and what's my style, but it's really sort of a secondhand experience sort of thing. You just sort of learn to draw and your style sort of develops with that. Like, the thing about art is it's literally taking something you see and creating a symbol for it on paper. So the way I draw eyes is I looked at an eye and think, how can I make this? So I broke down the shapes of the eye and went for that. It's a little hard to explain. Like, I know that's one of the most asked questions for artists. So that's why I think about it a lot, I guess. But yeah, that's one of the most asked questions is, how do I get a style? And it's literally something that develops naturally, and your style will change a million times between now and, you know, next, and when you think you've reached the peak of your art. Like, the piece I'm doing now is a completely different style than the one I'm actually redrawing. So this is actually a redraw. Let me... Thank you, honey. Your name's Honey, but I said like, oh, thank you, honey. Yes, I would love to know what happened to you as a digital artist that would make me sad, theme to be. Nope, that's not bad at all. That's actually really, really good. It helps you practice. I know a lot of people, myself included sometimes, I'm really bad for like life studies and stuff, but a lot of people will just fill up pages, and just keep drawing it. If you're not seeing an improvement, that doesn't mean there's not an improvement. But if you do want to get better, I definitely, recommend looking at references. Eyeballs are easy to find and they're really fun to draw, because I know plenty of people who just fill up pages with eyeballs. Even I do occasionally. Tips for drawing hands? I can't draw hands. Gosh, so I know a lot of artists, when it comes to drawing hands, will do like one of my biggest tips is draw the box. There's a box. There's a thumb that goes on that box. There's a finger. There's a finger. Something like that. I'm sure there are better artists. I'm a miserable teacher. Yeah, no, I haven't made any tutorial videos or anything. I made a digital art tips video. Also, theme to be. Yes, I've had that happen to me. Like shortly after I graduated high school, I dropped my external hard drive and literally wiped out everything I had. That was pictures, music, art, digital photos. Literally everything I had was gone. I basically started from scratch all over again. It was heartbreaking. Hey, that's no problem. Any amount of time is good for me. I'm just surprised people are actually here. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you. I've been doing art for a lot of years. Hi, Kapika Arts. Welcome to the stream. Watch me struggle with drawing my own characters. Oh gosh, that's literally the worst thing. That's probably akin to losing your sketchbook as a traditional artist. Like, it's literally the worst thing, and it's one of the things as a digital artist I submit so much time of my life and money to, was getting backup drives and backup drives. No. I you guys remember that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog? Where there was the villain who wanted everybody to buy Flan to see Flan. I got that, and he had this little, also themed to be that guy's a jerk. He had the little saying, buy Flan to see Flan. I got that stuck in my head one day, and when I was moving away from, like, old anime-centric, the screen names, I just put Flan to see Flan, and that's pretty much my screen name everywhere still. But when I needed to make up an art channel, I already had Flan to see Flan as a separate channel, but I wanted it to have an art name, so I just put Art by Flan. That's it. And now all my stuff's themed like Flan. Yeah. When I designed him as a character, I did not think his hair through. That's why it's important to do character sheets, friends. That's okay. We'll do what we got. Yes, all the time. Paint Tool side crash. Thanks, Paint Tool side. Really appreciate that. Oh, good. I didn't lose it. Thank God. Woo! Woo! One of my favorite characters, like personal characters, media characters. Also, Paint Tool side crashed for no foreseeable reason, but it does that from time to time. Yeah, probably. Probably post more on Flan After Dark. I get in the mood to draw that sort of stuff, and I just go on a spree and it gets out of my system. Like my character? Okay. Oh, thank you. I can't wait to see it. I love him. The female is actually going to be Jakku when I get there. This is her beau, Banira. But my personal characters, well, it's like picking a favorite child, but Jakku is my oldest character, so she definitely has a special place in my heart. But probably my favorite personal character is my character Maya. I have like tons of stuff on her. Like, I've drawn her a million times. I've made plushies and paintings, and I even have a ball jointed doll that looks like her, that I fashioned to be her. So it's probably safe to say that Maya is my favorite character. Yes, absolutely. I need reference for outfits, so. Going into the archives. Haha, thank you. She is fine as fuck. Oh, can I say that on the stream? Will you two get mad at me if I say the F word on stream? I don't know. I usually stream on Twitch, but most of my audience is here on YouTube, so I figured I'd start streaming here on YouTube. I'll try not to swear on stream, just to make it friendly. Well, that's good to know. You know, I spent a lot of time planning out how I wanted her outfit to look. I didn't think twice about his outfit. I'm sure I got something in here. Absolutely, yay. I love Welcome to Night Vale. I got to see their live show when they came to town a couple years ago. I loved it. It was amazing. Yeah, that can happen. People can be weirdly protective of it. I know it looks like I'm staring off into the distance, but I was looking for references. Ah, that's cocky and annoying. Like, girl. Don't flatter yourself. You ain't that good. Like, you know, if you are a younger artist, or maybe you're just starting, maybe even not, I don't care. If you're an artist, please, for the love of God, use references when you can. Because I cannot tell you how much damage I've had to undo after years of not using references, okay? Because I don't want to draw realistic, but that's not how it works. Ah! Maybe that's not where I want to put them in. These things usually over here. I was definitely the same way. I didn't have a lot of real life friends for a long time. But I did have a lot of online friends, and they're just as awesome. I know. Like, I did a whole, like, sheet and page for hers. Like, oh, I know what I'm going to put her in. I'm going to make it look like this. But then when it came to him, I was like, crap. Oh, thank you. That really makes me feel good. I like that people like my stuff. No. Oops. I bumped my microphone. Oh god, yeah, me too. Like, I'd much rather dress them ladies. Hi, Emmy's Crafts and Arts and Crafts. I guess I could just call you Emmy. Yeah, it's sort of that. Like, I just can't put everybody in a dress like I want to do. Everybody wears dresses now. Listen, technically, they came from your head, so you gave birth. Just not the normal way. I think I got it. Dress for you, dress for you. You know, everybody gets a dang dress. Favorite candy? That's a hard one. I don't know what the song is, first of all. Favorite candy? I really like candy a lot. Thank you. Hey, for these two, they would totally do it. But this time I want the dress on her because Jaku loves dresses. But candy. Chocolate? I can't say no to a good chocolate. Chocolate! I'm like that old fish lady from SpongeBob. I remember when they invented chocolate. Favorite color? Blue or pink? Either or. I must have a spam limit on. Yes, give me them cakes. I do have donuts in the other room. Well, a donut. We went downtown today to my favorite donut place. Yeah, Fire Alpaca's good. I think Fire Alpaca's free as well. I use Photoshop and Paint Tool Side, but those are both paid programs. I'm an adult. I have money. I got a job. Got a 9 to 5. Got to pay for my art programs. So yeah, Fire Alpaca's good. My favorite donut store is actually a local place. They make real good donuts. They also have a really good lunch, but they have the stupidest times for their lunch, and I'm always at work when they have that. Oh, yeah, Media Bang Pro. Oh no, I really appreciate the thought. Oh, thank you. All money I get from like my YouTube channel and stuff is going into savings to buy myself a new tablet. Like, there's nothing wrong with my old one per se. It's time for a new one. I've had this one a lot of years. I love tacos. Like, I have a lifelong love affair with tacos. When my mother, and this is my favorite story to tell, when my mother was pregnant with me, she just almost exclusively craved tacos. Like, she would buy big boxes of tacos and just sit and eat the whole thing. I've been craving tacos since I was in utero. You know what? I'm gonna leave his arm bare. I was gonna give him some sleeves. We gonna see that buffness. Aw, thank you. You don't have to draw me. I'm a humble goblin. Sent here to do art. Oh my gosh. Losing, like, this pen is the devil. I literally keep it in its little dinghy right next to my desk, and it still manages to get lost. I have some tight pants on. Bye, Kitty Draws. Thanks for stopping by. Would you guys be interested in this, like, a weekly thing? Like me doing a stream once a week or something? Once every 2 weeks, maybe? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up the reference of what I'm redrawing. I don't know if it'll always be art. Sometimes I work on art throughout the week. Sometimes I just don't have anything to work on the weekend. Sometimes I just want to play video games all weekend. So would you guys also be interested in, like, game streams and stuff? Those probably wouldn't stay up on the channel for later viewing, but it would just be me playing video games. Or would you just prefer straight art streams? There it is. Oh, excuse me, I burped. What was the meanest, worst prank he played on you? Awesome, that's good to hear. Hope you guys like Overwatch. I would choose... Oh, you got pizza on there. Pizza. Pizza. Because I really like tacos. But pizza. Oh, me too! I also do Lucio. Mercy, Lucio, Diva. Depends on what we need on the team. Usually Mercy, though. I'm actually wearing an Overwatch shirt right now. My gang. If you ever just see me staring at the screen, I was probably watching back because there's a delay. I'm also trying to get better at Ana, but I have terrible aims. Yes, but I got lucky. I had a, what is it called? Floor is Lava. I had an enemy team who was lined up perfect for me. Like, everybody had ditched me. And so I wasn't about to quit out of a competitive match because I didn't want to be punished for it. So the other team was nice enough to let me have that one. A little bit cheaty, but I got it. Oh, that was mean of her. I was so excited when my friend Todd gave that to me. Oh, I was about to leave for my vacation, and he shows up, he's like, hey, I got a present for you, can I stop by? And I was like, hell yeah, you can, dude. And he brung it to me, and I almost cried. I love it so much. I can't wait for them to make Mercy. I also want to grab the Lucio Funko Pop, too. He told me where he got it, so I'll have to go there and check one of these days. Oh, don't put people out of your house. But then it's your house. Not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just some goblin on the internet who makes art. I've seen it, but I don't think it was official Nendoroid. I think it was like somebody's mock-up. I know there's a Mercy one coming. They showed that at Toy Fair along with May. So she's coming. I just don't know when. But I want to say that Diva was a mock-up because it's not anywhere on the Good Smile Company, which is the people who do Nendoroid. So I'm an angel goblin. Maybe? Most of it's gonna be covered up by dress anyway. I know! I wish it were real. I'd buy it. I just gotta stop spending my money on Pokemon cards. And also those bills I gotta pay, you know. Cell phone will pay for itself. I'm on Central Time, which is an hour behind Eastern Time. Yep, 7:02. I do know about Jazza. I love his channel. His little playthrough of Passport 2 killed me. Just the the George R. Martin just insult my artwork. I love it. And yes, I'm super salty over Bethesda's E3. I love Bethesda games. The Elder Scrolls and Fallout are two of my favorite series. Gosh, 1:30 a.m. Shouldn't you be in bed? Well, it's technically Saturday here, so maybe not. I don't go to a lot of parties anymore. To be fair, I didn't go to them a lot, but I try to avoid them. I miss being a night owl, getting up at 6:30 every morning. Go to bed, child. It's not tomorrow till you go to sleep. Okay, I'm sort of happy with this. I'm digging on this. Digging this vibe I got going here. curious, why can't you work a regular job? Like, not saying you should, but, you know, is there like a medical reason or something? I'm nosy. I have a big Sailor Moon banner back there, but I don't have many posters anymore. Most of what I have on the wall is art. That's a lie. I have 2 posters. Welcome to Night Vale and one from the Sailor Moon thing. When they re-released the Sailor Moon R movie in theaters, I have that up there too. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Of course, I bet you're sick of hearing that too, especially if you've had it all your life. Are the kids still into Panic at the Disco these days? Good morning. Hi Goldilocks, welcome to the stream. Because I know they were pretty popular when I was in high school. That was in 2008, 2009. Can't decide on an earring. Hoop or not to hoop? That is the question. Maybe a teardrop hoop. Oh, thank you. Oh god, you were 4? Oh, I need a minute. I'm old. Well, not that old, but old. To make money, I actually have a 9-to-5 job. I work at an office Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, that's what I do to make most of my money to pay my bills. And art and YouTube is just a hobby. Hi, Sarah! Hi! Hey, girl! Girl! How you doing? Having babies? I love you too! I'm 26. But that, I like that. I don't like that. Yes. Yes, that's the Sarah from the art sketchbook tours. I would kill to be able to use copyrighted music on the stream, y'all. I have no idea. I don't need it out of this. Yeah, I mean, compared to others, 26 isn't that old. But, like, it still hasn't hit me that there are, you know, people younger than me, if that sounds weird. It's like, oh yeah, young people exist. Hoops. Go on hoops. I actually really like both. The original Sailor Moon is my childhood, but I really like what they're doing with Crystal. I also really love the manga and the live action shows and the stage. I love Sailor Moon, all of it, a lot of it, forever. Not that big a hoop. It was actually the first for a lot of people. And it was so fun. Bye, Emmy. Thanks for stopping by. And it was so much fun to see people who had never consumed the show in any form, be it manga or anime or anything, to watch something that I knew so well. And it was so much fun to watch, you know, the theory videos people put out and the, you know, stuff like that. And I'm living for it. Goldilocks' drawing is of my characters, Jaku and Banira. It's actually a redraw of a picture, so that's what I'm working on. I'm working on Banira right now. Actually, the storyline is about on par with the manga. The original anime had a lot of filler episodes, but Crystal really condenses it down into the original release of the manga. So each episode is kind of part of an arc, which is released in the stories. Because the manga was originally released as a serial, so it was released weekly, each story had to be sort of self-contained when it came out, and that's sort of what Crystal is doing. Aw, tell your daughter I said thank you. I wish I went to more cons. There's a lot of local ones that I just haven't gone to. I think next year I want to try and get a table or something at a local con. I do. I do. I love Yuri on Ice. I love it so much. I honestly hadn't watched anime in a while until I watched that, and I was like, yes. I remember why I love this genre. They actually, this was in some interviews I read, they actually put extra effort to make the butts in that show look good. Straight up said by lead directors. And yes, I want to go see the movie, and I do want to go to the museum. Oh, Banira's butt. Yes, he has a nice butt. Thank you. I don't have a butt, so I draw nice butts. I need to turn on that. Oh, I wish I could go to Australia. Actually, wait a minute. Only if every insect in that country is barred off for the time period that I'm there. No. Thanks, I don't want that. Girl got a booty like, whoa. That was a good choice. I made a good decision there. First anime I watched. The first anime I loved was Sailor Moon. But the first anime I watched was actually probably Cowboy Bebop. Because my brother actually was up late one night and caught Cowboy Bebop on, like, Toonami, but it was still late night stuff. And he was like, Danny, you have to watch this with me. You have to stay up and watch this with me. So I did. And it was amazing. Cowboy Bebop is his favorite. Alright, I think he's good for now. I think he's on the right track, y'all. With that, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go get a snack. No, not the donuts, actually. It's cheese curds. Delicious cheese curds. They're like little mozzarella sticks, but the batter is kind of different. Little chunks of mozzarella deep fried in a sort of different batter. I do. I have one older brother. Thank you, Sarah. Have a good day. It was nice hearing from you. Come back any old time. I am my mother's youngest. I'd say my dad's only, since my brother and I have different dads, same mom. But I never really know how many kids my dad has out there, if any. A mixture of both. Especially if they're younger than me. I'm used to being the baby. I don't want to change that. I can't be a middle child now. I'm 26. To set my ways. Yeah, no, I just have me and my brother. We're both grown up. He's 3 years older than me. 3 years older than me. He lives back in my hometown. Got himself a girlfriend. Living his best life. First anime crush. That's a good question. I like that question. Probably I think it was Katra Rababa Winner from Gundam Wing. The little blonde one. Of course, all the Gundam Wing guys were hotties, so. Taylor Mars is my brothers. The first thing I do when I'm stressed is cry. The second thing I do is have an anxiety attack. Probably, if any of those, I'd be a stress eater. I'm just saying. We had a trail mail, but we gave it away when we moved. So we moved to the 3rd floor, and we were not dragging the thing upstairs. It's not happening. Now I'm struggling on her dress. A tank top. I'm a big lady. I don't wear a lot of revealing clothing. I think it was just like a white tank top. To walk the dogs in. They saw those dirty shoulders of yours. You know how controversial the shoulders are. I got hit up by a guy for money today. That makes you feel any better. He just needed $1. I didn't have any because I don't carry cash. But my best friend did. She gave him $1. I hope he's out there living his best life. That dude was a creeper. That's a big line to cross there, laugh or disgusted. Sure, I'll bite. What happened? They expect teenagers to be responsible, and I wasn't. I was not a responsible teenager. That's a good question. I don't know why people... I don't know why people expect... I don't know why people expect to be... kids to be responsible. Not gonna be. Also, that's really spooky themed. That's spooky. Hi, kitty cat. Also, yeah, right? Now you guys know why I don't include the sketching in my videos. It takes me so long. Jeez. No thanks, Mom. Not going home with strangers. Number one rule is don't get in the car with strangers. Here you go, child whom I birthed from my loins. Get in the car with this strange man. It will all turn out A-okay. No thank you, Ma. Oh boy, I got Snapchat. That's probably creepy ass dude. Check out my Snapchat. I hope nobody mind. Yeah, probably. If I were a car, I would be a VW Bug. A little Beetle. I want one, but I don't have one. Because they're expensive. Like most good things in life. Welcome back! Man, don't argue with high people. Which reminds me, the worst house I ever spent the night in was full of high people. That was also the house where a homeless man meandered into the living room and told him the oven called him in. No. The guitar one of the guys was playing called him in, and that he wanted to use the oven to dry some things. And I was like, nope, going home, bye. What is this song? I don't like this. Oh, excuse me. It was an event. I also had to sleep next to my friend's brother's tarantula. Like, it was in a cage, but I have severe arachnophobia, and it was the worst. But it's still a spider, though. I don't like spiders. I don't even like crabs because they look similar to spiders. I'm not a big fan of seafood, though. This is a selfie. That guy needs to go to jail. Draw them. On a picnic. Ooh, I love the sushi restaurant in my town. They have like a nice all-you-can-eat thing. Oh. Listen. Them some predatory dudes. That kind of behavior is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. Call them on that shit. You're 12. You shouldn't have to deal with that. Thank you. That's all I ever wanted for her. Thought it might have been raining. I thought she would be the easy one, but I was wrong. Y'all, they sexualizing girls too young these days. Makes me angry. Carry that pepper spray, girls. Get them maced in the face. I'm liking this skirt. Sad it covers up a lot of her body, but that's okay. Sacrifices must be made. Yeah, changing the subject. These guys catch these fists. I finished my cheese curd. Does that help? Don't know what this song is. No, small dogs. Do not eat that. Small dogs. In 2004, how old was I? I could also go for pizza. I was 14. I was 14, 2004. All these children. Like, Pokemon is older than y'all are. You have not existed in a world without Pokemon. Yes, absolutely. Probably lots of people have smacked on a reflex. I used to use Open Canvas a lot of years ago. I think Open Canvas had this really cool feature where you could connect with other people in a different location, and you could all draw together online. It was really cool. Any baby photos. I'm sad about that. They just got an email at my office the other day. I'm like, oh, let's see your baby photos. I was like, I don't have any. So there was family drama. My dad ended up getting my baby photos, and he had a house fire and sort of lost them all in the house fire. So I don't have any baby photos anymore. I think my other family members have some of me, but they're not giving them to me for some reason. Cameras were an expensive thing in the 90s, too, by the way. Happy birthday! I have a weird one on my leg. It's like a collection of moles or something. It's weird. It's weird. It's on my leg. That's where my birthmark is. Collection of moles is a weird way to describe it, but it's gotten lighter as I've gotten older. Call it my on-off button. That's cute. Here's an idea I have. Illuminati confirmed! I think that's my least favorite part of video making is editing. I'm no video editor, but I want to get better at it. They say that let me finish my thoughts first. They say that your birthmark is where you were killed in a past life. And so I like to joke that mine's on my knee, so I literally took an arrow to the knee. As for candy, I don't know yet. Maybe. Maybe she'll have her own story. Maybe she'll just be somebody I kind of draw like Gamora. She has sort of her own story, but I'm not going to write it or anything. She just is who she is. Maybe. Maybe you had a clue-like death. And it was Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. You know, light. Yeah, see? Maybe the chest is where it went in, and then the back is the exit wound. Hi, Jackie Does Games! Well, sure, everybody, if they're in the past and they're not alive, they're probably dead. It's a safe assumption. I don't know. I'm sure there's old folk tales about freckles, but I don't have any, so I don't know. I wish I did though. Freckles is cute as shit. A lot of my characters have freckles. Because they're cute as shit. Thank you, Jackie. That's really nice. I appreciate it. Pull up a chair. Doing some streaming. Drawing a picture. Somebody text me. Yeah. It's, my text tone. Gamora's a succubus, man. She gotta eat. I wanted to draw dicks. That was it. That was the thought process. Also, they didn't use too much paint on you, as Bob Ross calls it, a happy little accident. That is a good question. I'm gonna think about that one. I would say probably not often, but if she does, she probably likes it. Gotta watch everything but triggers. People know my OCs. That makes me happy. I just realized that. Welcome back. You missed nothing. Weirdest dream I ever had. I don't know. I don't know what the weirdest dream I ever had was. Nothing that sticks out. Like, I have weird dreams, but nothing that sticks out too much. Do the dab. There. Keep that one. That's okay. I totally just got that notification. Sugar. Can't hide your secrets from me. What is that? Go away. Nothing's popping up on my screen. No, thank you. I did not know that about alpacas. Thank you for complimenting my dog. I'm sure they appreciate it. Thank you, Kawaii Pikachu. Whoa, who is that? Miracle Ball? Sorry, man. Can't stop the tides. Maybe I'll add some lace. I don't like hand-drawn lace. We'll see. I'm somebody's senpai! Yeah. First of all, just be yourself. Second, just do it. Just take the plunge. That's what I did. I just did it. I was finally like tired of being nervous about it. Like, oh, what if they don't like my art? What if I get trolls? What if I get... Do it. Do it. Don't hold back. Get... I messed up my thing for a minute. Yeah, just, like, watch some tutorials. On video editing. Learn about some programs. Like, that's really dumb advice. I keep reading the chats and stopping talking. But yeah, like, just do it. That's the first step. Make a video you think is great. Even if you don't think it's great, even if you think it's just okay, post it. My other advice is to keep content regularly. So I had a bit of a advantage to this sort of thing was I worked in radio. Not for very long, for about a year I worked in radio. But I really learned to talk to nothing by doing that. And I just sort of, make conversation with people who aren't there. It's really weird, like you're talking to an imaginary friend. But that's sort of, you kind of have to practice. You just, sort of have to be like, you're talking to somebody who's not going to judge you at all. And just be like, hey, old friend, how you doing? Things like that. But like I said, I worked in radio for about a year. And I loved working in radio. And sort of, so YouTube, hang on the song. YouTube was sort of a good step for me to just sort of let that. I wanted to do radio stuff, but not be on the radio. Yeah, I would recommend, if you can afford it, if not, work with what you have. It's by no means necessary, but I would recommend a microphone, and if you're going to do traditional art, use your phone or a webcam. Make sure the phone is sort of stabilized. Rig up a tripod or make it so it's sitting stable. That way it doesn't move around a lot. Also check your lighting if you're doing, again, traditional art. Make sure the picture is nice and illuminated. It's not too dark or anything like that. Let me change the song again. So just make sure the artwork is visible. Make sure you can be clearly heard. And then once you get going, you can sort of start investing in better quality stuff. I need a new mic. I've dropped mine like 100 times before I even started doing YouTube. Back to what I was saying before, though, definitely keep a content schedule. That's my biggest advice, is if you're posting regularly, people know when to expect you. People know when to expect your content. It also keeps you focused. It also gives you sort of a goal to achieve each week, which is one of the reasons I started doing it. I didn't do a lot of art. Like, I do a piece every now and again and post it up, but doing YouTube and creating a new video has pushed me to create at least something every week. And so I'm really happy with how far my art has come by doing that, and I'm also really proud of the amount of art I'm doing. Because for a while there, I was barely doing any art. Maybe 1 or 2 pieces every 6 months at best. So YouTube really helped with that. Yeah, like, that's sort of what I did. I tried recording on my phone for a while. And you can see those videos, like my early sketchbook tours. I record on my phone, and it's really not great quality. Like, I really stepped up my traditional game when I got my webcam. I still don't do a lot of traditional art on camera, because a lot of the traditional art I do when I'm at work. So, because I have a bit of downtime where I can work on art and stuff, so all the art you see me post on Instagram and stuff is usually done at work. I have to make special effort to do a piece at home for for traditional pieces. Oh, I'm glad. I've been struggling a bit with her story. She doesn't have a really set one right now. She's had so many over the years. Also, pancakes are delicious, but I'm more of a waffle person. I originally, before I started doing an art YouTube, I wanted to do a gaming YouTube channel. I still want to post gaming videos every once in a while. Maybe do a gaming stream every once in a while. That's sort of what I want to do. I thought about doing adoptables, but I don't know if anybody would be interested in buying them. There's a puppy? Oh. Must be Spoon. He laid down. Thought about doing a new Fallout playthrough. That's a text message. Definitely gonna be some Overwatch. So I love me some Overwatch. Yeah, that sort of happens. Like, I'm listening to this, like, it's just a playlist of free music, and I keep hearing stuff I've heard in other artists' YouTube channel videos, so that's a weird sentence, YouTube channel videos. Keep hearing them other videos. And yes, what's your question themed? Ask me questions if you want. I will answer them. Do I have a significant other? No, I do not. I do, and I also watch Lavender Town. I don't have a significant other. I'm single AF. I'm single, Pringle. Also, I love how Lavender Hound's voice is so soft. It's so sweet. I love listening to her videos. I watch a lot of art YouTubers. You name them, I've probably watched them. Oh, yeah. Listen. I have learned as a Mercy main, because I have either I'm close to I'm talking. I have either close to 100 hours or right at 100 hours. So I was really close. I do watch Drawing with Waffles. I do like Drawing with Waffles. But I have learned that when you are Mercy, you can trust no bitch. You can trust no one. You have, like, there are times when, yes, they should clearly be protecting you, but most of the time, you're on your own, sis, because they ain't gonna do it because they're terrible. Oh, there was another question. My sexuality. I'm asexual. I'm asexual panromantic, if you want to get technical. Asexuality is just a lack of sexual attraction to people. It doesn't mean that, you know, you can't enjoy sex or you don't want to have it. You just don't feel the urge to have it with people you see. You know, sort of like that. You just don't experience that sexual attraction. And that's me. As for panromantic, romantically, I don't care what your gender is. Any and all are welcome if you want to be snuggle buddies. Just not into the sex thing. I always say my favorite kind of sex is fictional because the messes clean themselves and everybody takes their socks off. I hate when that happens. You get a triple tank going and they corner you. Oh my gosh. And you're on the comms like, please come help me, and everyone's just fucking off doing whatever. And they're like, I need healing. And I'm like, ooh. Been forced to watch something. Probably. Like a movie or like an action. Like, define forced to watch something. The answer is probably going to be probably. Favorite color, blue or pink? Can't decide between the two. Like both. You're not spamming? I like answering questions. I like talking about me. Same. Especially when I have an overzealous flanking fucking roadhog who runs off into the distance. And it's like everybody always says, oh, it's Genji, you know. Honestly, I've had the best luck with Genjis. It's roadhogs who won't stay with the damn team. Well, I can heal myself. Well, you don't. I get salty over that game. There's one time I got so salty over a game of Overwatch, I had a dream about it. Thank you. I'm glad people like my characters. My favorite thing to draw usually is ladies, preferably, usually my lady OCs. Because I'm trash. Yeah, right? Like, you'll both split up, go in 8 different directions, and there's only one healer because everybody wants to be DPS or tank. Or one healer because somebody went Symmetra, and it's like, Symmetra's not a healer, honey. That reminds me, I'm gonna find a thing. Hold on. Do it! I would love you forever. I want her to draw me as Mercy. Like, my whole Twitter's done up as Mercy. Just Mercy themed. Oh, Lord. Just give me a minute here. I'm just checking Facebook for no damn reason. Oh, I love Air Effects. I have her to thank for my jumping subscriber count. Her art is wonderful. She's wonderful. I would recommend commissioning her. I have not watched, I guess, save draws. Have not watched them, but I'll check them out. Like, y'all, hit me up with some YouTubers, I'll see. highly recommend Overwatch. Good time. Fun time. I do like Harry Potter, but I'm not a big, huge fan of it. I literally just bought a PS4 the other day. But I play most of my games on PC. I built my PC for gaming, but it also just happens to work for art as well. Yay, a Juris Circle! Wanna know how I draw circles? Like this. Wham! That's a circle. I highly recommend it. I wouldn't trade my PC for any of the all the teraflops in the world. Wouldn't happen. You can kill the Wi-Fi by unplugging the router. That will also disconnect you from the Wi-Fi, but you will kill it, essentially. I also can't draw straight lines with a ruler. I mean, I can draw straight lines with a ruler, but they never go quite where I want them to. Yeah, my internet can be a bothersome pain. I forgot to share out that I was live streaming. It's been 2 hours. Whoops. Wink wonk. That's how I feel about that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave you guys with this for a hot minute. I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, lordy. The air was off. That's why it was so hot in here. How did I come up with art? My plan? I think I answered this earlier in the stream, but I'll tell it again because I like to tell a story. Also, before I start, I'm really creeped out by the door because it's getting dark outside. So I just like the fucking Babadook's gonna come in here. Be Baba shook. Oh, my name, right. I usually go by Fantasy Flan everywhere. But when I started my art channel, I didn't want to just be Fantasy Flan because I already had a channel called Fantasy Flan. So I wanted to make it art. So I put Art by Flan. Flan is my name online, and I do art. Actually, undo. The Babadook! He's a gay icon! He's just a gay monster out there trying to live his best life, okay? He's got us all Baba shook serving his Baba looks. I'm not... Hi, Sandra. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about the Babadook. Drawing my characters, Jaku and Banira. Doing a redraw of an old picture. Once I finish the sketch, I'll show you guys the original pictures. So you guys can sort of see the improvement a bit. As for children, somebody asked about children just a few minutes ago. I do get loud. Jackie asked about kids. I don't have a problem with babies, but I particularly don't want to have any. I'm not very good with kids. I'm more of an animal person. I'm glad. I hope I get people's names right. My dog, cat, both, or something else person. I like both. I had a lot of both growing up, but I would... Well, I have dogs, but I'd have a cat if I could. My roommate and best friend is severely allergic to cats, so we can't have cats, or we would, but we do have 2 dogs. For me, it's usually the opposite. I draw the hair and it's good. Everything else ruins it. You have a good cry. You deserve a good cry. Listen, all my hair drawing stuff came from studying Sailor Moon manga. Kid you not. Also, bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle. And he was so ugly that everyone died. Good night, kids. She certainly is for me. What, you wanted a bedtime story? That's it. The Ugly Barnacle. You guys hate on a classic? I like that, I think. Yeah. Yes, wake up the older brothers. I do it all the time. Oh, I love Bob Ross. He makes me so happy. I usually put him on when I'm trying to go to sleep. Not because he's boring, but because he's so damn soothing. Boneless pizza! I look up and all I see is boneless pizza. Order that pizza. Live for today. I do. I get drowsy when I listen to Lavender Town. I usually catch up on my videos again at work. And I love her videos. They're just so soothing. She's so sweet. She and I also have the same favorite band. Yeah, that happened to me after high school. Like, I had a lot of friends who drew in high school, but then after we graduated, they just sort of didn't keep the hobby, essentially. Whereas I did. So, like, I lost a lot of the people I used to draw with, which made me really sad. Because, like, they weren't bad artists or anything, they were really good. And they were my friends. So now I only have like 1 or 2 people who draw. Yeah, don't do that. My other big advice is don't drink red colored drinks around your art. I always draw her with flower crowns. But yeah, she'd totally go to Coachella. Get white girl wasted. Hell yeah. No! Pizza! Yeah, I'm not a drug person. Nope, not that. Never drink another drink. Dehydrate for art. Favorite dessert? Cheesecake. You'd think, Danny, it's not flan? Nope, cheesecake. Also, I have a similar story. So, I drew on the scratch sheet for another state test, and I really liked it, and I wanted to keep it. And I drew it on, like, the bottom half of the page, and there was nothing written on there. So I just tore it off. I gave him the half with the information, and I kept the half with the drawing. I remember because I saw him going through it, and the guy just picked up this half a sheet and laughed. It's a good drawing. Let's keep it. You like maybe just one big flower? You keep the bun. The bun's good. I like the bun. My drawing setup? No, not yet. It's really basic. Yeah, I had the same problem in high school. Daddy, don't draw on your homework. Try and stop me. Keeping the bun. The bun gets to stay. Good bun. Let's work with these flowers some more. Let's do this. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Woo! But none of y'all wanted to hear me burp. I mostly draw my sketchbook personally these days, just because it keeps everything together and keeps everything in one place. But most of the time I draw digitally. Well, not most of the time. When I draw digitally, it's all in one place anyway. An awkward but true story. Okay, so the second year I lived in my town where I live, I was going to work one morning, and I was turning a corner onto the road I needed to go on, and a boy literally collided with my car on a bike. He's on a bicycle, and he collided with my car. Like, he hit and slid on the hood, and he, like, broke off my mirror. He was okay. He wasn't dead or nothing. But he hit my car. And so my brain goes into overdrive. I'm thinking, I just hit this child on a bike. I need to get him to the hospital. Not wait for the ambulance to show up because somebody obviously called it. Not, stay put, don't leave the scene of an accident. No, put this kid in my car, put the bike in the back of my car, and then just try and take him to a hospital, which, by the way, I don't know where it's at. So I'm calling my roommate, waking her up, going, Brooke, I hit a kid on the bike. How do I get to the hospital? Well, I couldn't find the hospital, and she wasn't giving me instructions, so I parked, and then the police found us. And they get out of the car, and they look pissed. They look so mad. And I'm like, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. But I didn't. What they assumed was that I had a previous record and was running from the law. But I wasn't. I was just a scared white bitch trying to keep this kid from dying. So I didn't go to jail. I didn't get a ticket. I got a $50 fine. And they told me don't kidnap people from scene of accidents anymore. And I was like, yes, sir. And then I went home and cried because I hit a kid on a bike. Well, he hit me. That's an embarrassing but true story. So keep that one. I always like to tell the story of how I kidnapped a kid. Better. This is better. Less is more, folks. Whoop, I bumped my microphone. I mean, it's a good story to tell. That time I stole a kid. There's a tip, friends. Don't steal children. When you learn to drive, don't steal the children. I wanted to go to MCAD, the Minnesota College of Art and Design, which is literally only 4 hours away from where I live now. But yeah, I only eat diet air, bitch. I love Air Effects. She's so sassy. She's my favorite. Her and Twisted Disaster are really good. They're buddies. Well, I wanted to go to MCAD when I was in high school. And obviously that didn't work out because MCAD is fucking expensive. SCAD is fucking expensive. Cal Arts is so expensive. Like, I couldn't go to any of them because I was a poor white bitch from Podunk Nowhere, Kentucky. So I ended up going nowhere. I took some community college stuff for like 2 years and stopped that, and I've just been working since. That's not like something to aspire to. Go to college, learn your stuff, but I personally did not go. Is this Sims music? What the heck? Yes. Less is more on these flowers, folks. I'm so... Yes. Delete that. I don't need them. I need these. Yes, over 21. So, let me be real with y'all. I had like 800 followers. So, first of all, my tips is, if you're just starting out, is to be very social on the platform you want to become more noticed on. So, with YouTube, I would, also Tumblr, tag stuff. But be very interactive. So comment on videos of artists you like. Definitely interact with other followers. Like I said, comment, like videos, share videos, do stuff like that. Because your name will get noticed in that list of comments and people will come to it. Also, when you're posting on places like DeviantArt and Instagram and Tumblr, tag your artwork. Even if it's just if it's like a picture of a flower, tag flower, nature, life, whatever. Tag it with everything you could possibly think of, as long as it relates to the picture. That way it shows up in more searches and more people are more likely to see it. Draw what you enjoy. Don't draw stuff you don't like, because then you'll get people who might follow you for stuff you don't like to draw, and it'll lose followers when you don't draw that anymore. Now, that's not to say, only draw one thing. Like, you're gonna fall in and out of wanting to draw things, but just, you do you, and the people will come. As for me, so, I got lucky. I had about 800 followers until about, let's see, until about 3 weeks ago, when Airfx posted the video of the commission I got from her. I really love her stuff, so I commissioned her to draw my character Maya, and she posted a video on it, and she already had a lot of followers, and that just sort of trickled over. So maybe commission an artist who I hate to suggest this because it just sort of happened for me. Like, I didn't commission Airfx just because she was popular. I already liked her stuff, and I wanted her to draw my character, but she just so happened to make a video of it, and that sort of helped me because she already had a big following. So a lot of people came over. Also, don't be afraid to do like art memes, like the 3 marker challenge or the 1 marker challenge or the style challenge or draw this again, whatever, because a lot of people really like those videos. A lot of people make them. My style challenge video is easily the most popular video on my channel, so I definitely recommend doing doing art memes when you get the chance. Also, yes, thanks you Exiles, collabs also help. Don't just barge onto random people's channel and be like, oh, will you collab with me? At least be their follower for a while. But they are fun. And make sure, like, unless they say, hey, I'm open to collabs with anybody, then you can do that. But don't go to somebody who's not open for collabs and say, oh, can you collab with me? I do have a Twitter. It's @FlantasyFlan. I can't promise it's anything but, like, Yuri on Ice and Overwatch garbage, but, you know. There we go. I put it in the chat in case anybody wants to follow me on Twitter. Like I said, meme trash, I swear a lot. Yeah, the style challenge, llama. The style challenge is easily one of my most popular videos. People seem to really like that. I have an idea. Motorola Potato. I have a Samsung. Samsung Galaxy S7. What is this song? He seems angry, and I don't want that negativity. As my character at school, we did, like, on paper role-playing, but we never did actually in character, like, dressed up as sort of stuff. We never did that, but we did we used to have a notebook that we passed around between all of our friends and stuff, and had, like, a big, huge role-play going on like that. But that's about it. When I was younger, yeah. It gave me confidence. To pretend to be my character and sort of think how they would. I was really shy as a kid. I still have a lot of, anxiety issues. And I definitely had them as a child. They're treated now, but they weren't then. So sort of pretending to be my character and sort of having that kind of confidence that they would have really did help. I never told anybody I was doing it, but I did it. Yes, we were allowed to wear Halloween costumes at school for I think every year. Yeah, I think every year we were allowed to wear Halloween costumes at school. As long as they weren't too distracting, we could wear Halloween costumes. Ours was as long as was within the dress code. But most of them were. I want ice cream. It doesn't want me, but I want it. I was always too nervous to wear a costume. Like, we had a principal and 2 assistant principals for some reason. Not sure why we did, but one of them was a total douche canoe, and he would always tell, like, because I was with the goth kids, but he would always tell us off for having, like, chains, or, like, chain wallets, or our bracelets, or whatever. But he would never talk to, like, the girls whose skirts were too short, or their shirt showed a little too much cleavage. He would always ignore them, but he'd always go after the goth kids, or people on their cell phones, but never the other ones. But eventually he retired, and we were literally running through the hallways singing Hallelujah, because our other assistant principal was pretty certain he was high 98% of the time. He was a cool guy, though. We couldn't wear hats. No, we couldn't do hats or hoods either. If I don't think it's said in the code of conduct that we couldn't wear hoods, but they usually ask us to put them down or take them off. Exactly. I'll never forget, I went in there one day for some reason, for a class or something. He had a bunch of us gathered in there. Oh, for teachers' aids. He had a bunch of us gathered together for teachers' aids, and he was assigning us teachers, but he kept picking at the spot on his shirt. And he was like, do you guys have a Tide pen? And here we are, a bunch of 16-year-old kids like, no, dude, we ain't got a Tide pen. Why the hell would we carry a Tide pen? And then he just gave up, put his tie over it. It's like, this man has been chosen to lead children. Yay! Yeah, I had a lot of people who did that, would wear the same hoodie. It's a comfort thing. It's like a cozy blanket you just have with you all the time. I dig it. I know what you're about, son. I had crusty dusty. I had the same jacket for 7 years? 7-8 years. I had the same jacket. It was a really cool Nightmare Before Christmas jacket. I loved it with all of my heart. I was really sad to see it go, but it had to. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's okay. It's okay. Left my thing on. I wore my Chuck Taylors when I graduated high school. I definitely recommend The Night Before Christmas. It's a good movie. It's one of my favorites. I remember it. My mother was telling me stories when I was younger that I would literally carry that VHS around with me wherever I went. Ugh, I'm glad I turned the air on. It was so hot in here. Like working over my tablet and just having my PC on and just hot. Yeah. I've had this. Oh, sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. I had the same pair of Chucks for a while, for quite a few years actually, and then I got a pair of Vans, checkered Vans. that I absolutely loved, and I wore the shit out of those. Those Vans took me around Disney World. Just saying. Good shoes.